Hello guys, and welcome back to a new mountain biking experience. Today's video, I'm going to install this new SLX crankset on my Polygon Siskiu T7. The Polygon Siskiu T7 comes with a Shimano Deore crankset. So nothing wrong with the crankset, but my son was in need of new crankset on his mountain bike, so I said I get the SLX for myself and install the Deore on my son's bike. So let's take a look at the SLX first. This is a 32th version SLX crankset with a 170 millimeter arm length on the crank. If you buy as a kit, the SLX comes with a XT bottom bracket. The bottom bracket comes with 3 spacers. My bike has a 173 my bike has a 73 millimeter bottom bracket, so basically only 1 spacer is needed on the drive side. If you would have 68 millimeter, you will need like 2 spacers on the drive side and 1 spacer on the non-drive side, so that's why it comes with 3. So the tools that I'm going to use to install and uninstall the other one, to install this and uninstall the other one, is my part tool, torque wrenches. Also, I'm going to use this tool to take off the loading nut, plastic nut that goes into the axle right here. What else I'm going to use? So one thing that Shimano did, and I don't understand why, so they changed the design of the bottom bracket, the XT one. So basically your regular bottom bracket wrench doesn't work with this anymore. I use this for brakes, the lock ring on the brakes. So you need a special tool. I got this. So this fits a couple of type of bottom brackets. So this fits this, and this one is gonna fit the old one. So let's first take a weight of the SLX bottom bracket. So I'm gonna put this here. So bottom bracket with a chain ring, 623 grams. So let's proceed and uninstall the other one, and we'll install the new one. Yeah, so as I said, first I'm gonna take out the load ring here on the non-drive side, and I'm gonna unscrew. I think it's a 4. Let's take a 5 just in case. Okay, so it's a 5. Yeah, so this has a pin here that has to be lifted. Yeah, so the pin comes up and the crank is off. So I'm gonna put all back. Okay. So the other side is pretty simple. You take the chain off, drop it on the side, and so you just tap with the rubber mallet on the other side, and this should come right off. There you go. Done. All right, and now let's unscrew the bottom bracket. All Alright, so using this key, you have to loosen the bottom bracket. The HOLLOWTECH, it shows that the drive side tighten this way, so untighten clockwise, and the other side is basically the other side is tighten this way and tighten the other side. So somebody took their sweet time, and these were very tight. So let me take this off. So I don't think they put any grease on the threads, actually, maybe a little bit. Okay, so this is the BB52 bottom bracket. So I'm going to unscrew the other side. Hopefully it's easier. So basically always unscrew towards your right side, both sides. So alright, and that's off with the spacer. So I'm really curious right now, what is the weight difference between these two bottom brackets? So the BB52 with one spacer, that's what came on my bike, and I'm gonna weight against the XT bottom bracket. I'm gonna put a spacer on. Comes with some grease on it. So okay, so I said I'm gonna put one spacer on. Okay, and let's see. So the XT bottom bracket 80 grams. Okay, and the Deore BB52 93 grams. 30 grams difference. You can feel it. Sorry, 80 grams to 93. So 80 grams XT, 92, so just 12 grams. Yeah, no big deal. So right now I'm gonna take the pedals off this crankset, and I'm gonna weight the Deore crankset and see how much that weighs. Okay, so I took the pedals off from my from the Shimano, from the Deore, and let's weight this. So this is 760 grams, the Deore, and let's do again the SLX, which is 622, so 100 grams. So not that big of a deal, but as I said, my son needs the crankset, so I got the SLX and I'm gonna put in the Deore. So let's get and install this one. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna clean this threads and lubricate. Same on the other side. So now I'm gonna put some lubricant on the threads, both sides. Should be pretty straightforward. So the new and the old one shows this is right, this is left. So the way it goes, so the right side first with the spacer on the drive side. So no, tighten the other way. Okay, this is tighten. So I think it says the torque is around 40 pounds. So I don't have a wrench that measures this, but I'll do it by hand. So on this way you need this one. So if you go XT bottom bracket to XTR, even Ultegra, you'll need a different bottom bracket than the regular one. So I think it's this one. Yep. Okay, so from the factory they over tightened that one. So I don't know how they did the 12 grams, but I think they made this smaller. So the other one is a little bit bigger. All right. Okay. And now let's install the other side. So it says tighten. So tighten left both sides. Okay, bottom bracket is in both sides. So what is left now is to install the crankset. So the crankset just goes in. At least it should. There you go. And the other crank, which is right here. And just make sure that this ring here, so I have to open this. This will not come off if this is not off. Yeah, so let's install this. It should have like a hole. Okay, so only comes in one way. Alright guys, so we are on the other side right now. The way the Shimano crank, the other crank has a little hook here. So the middle of the hook is going right into this hole here. So make sure, well, basically there's no other way to insert this, because otherwise this will not collapse. So we put this one right here, and the hook, see, it's flat with the top of the crank. So basically this tells you that this went in the right way, otherwise this will stay up. So before, tighten these bolts to the right torque. You'll have to preload this little cap here, which comes with the Shimano cranks. So basically using this tool is just a hand tight. So you put this in, it's do this hand tight, Alright, so I think that's enough. Yep, and now we're gonna put this bolts to the, so it says here, I don't know if you can see, each of the bolts should be tightened evenly and equally tightened to 12 to 14 newton meters by torque wrench. So after you preload this, you take your wrench and you do this evenly, so a little bit at a time, and you torque to 12 to 14 newton meters. All right, so I got my torque wrench. This is newton meters, so I'm gonna move this to the 12. Actually, I'm gonna do it in between, so I'm gonna do 13. So actually, this seems to be pretty tight. 13 is right. Looks like on the top wrench here. So this is actually 13. So I'm gonna just do this by hand, just a little bit. Okay, so that's done. And I'm gonna do this one too. Okay, so now I'm gonna do, so I'm not gonna go all the way to 13 from the first, so I'm gonna do this evenly, so little bit by little bit. Okay, and this, and I'm guessing this will be done. Okay, got it to 13, and let's do this. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. This is how you change the cranks and the bottom bracket on my Polygon Siskiu T7. So thank you guys for watching. Hope that this was useful. So